Member from Calgary, Glenmore.
Mr. Speaker, I am very pleased to rise in the House today to support Bill 203, Long-Term Care Transparency Act, presented by the member from Red Deer North. I would like to commend her for her work and standing up for our seniors who have been playing such a vital role in our communities and in our society. I have got many long-term senior care homes in my riding, and I interact with seniors quite a lot. And based on my interactions with them, I continuously hear how they are seeking information about different services available to them, different options that are available to them, because that's one of the challenges that they experience is to have access to the information. And to provide that platform is necessary so that they can have all the resources they need to make decisions for themselves. As human beings, we all have individual needs, and all of us have choices based on our individual needs, and we look for opportunities to make those choices. So in this bill, this is a platform that is being provided that will allow the seniors to make the best choices about long-term care. Albertans need information about options in an easily understandable and accessible format, because the easier the information is to comprehend, the better it will make sense to people, and that's when they are able to make the right choices for themselves. I would like to read the quote by Bertrand Russell. He says that the good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. So if we have the knowledge, then we are able to make good decisions, we have better inspirations, and then we can move forward in the right direction for ourselves, whatever that right is. Also, I was reading the blog about how it is important for human beings to have the ability to make a choice. And this blog I'm referring to is from the HuffingtonPost.ca, and it talks about having the freedom to make choices can empower lives. So the studies show, in this blog, they are referring to the studies that show that feelings of powerlessness can lead to depression and anxiety. In 2011, researchers at the UK's London Business School found a fascinating link between choice and empowerment. Study participants were presented scenarios where they had various amounts of power, such as being a boss versus an employee. They were then asked to make decisions with varying options. The researchers proved what has long been suspected, that having more choice counterbalances feelings of powerlessness and also improves psychological well-being by giving people a greater sense of control over their lives. So a person could be living in different circumstances, in different situations, and they could have, as long as they have the sense of being empowered, then they define the good quality of life. They feel they are having a good life. And that empowerment, as we can see from this research, is very much linked to their ability to make choices. When they have that sense that they can make a choice, then they feel more empowered. And recognizing the importance of having options, some charitable and community groups across North America are giving the most vulnerable a say in the aid and little comforts they receive, and discovering it can have almost as much impact as the hand-up itself. So basically, this research is very much relevant to this bill as well, because when we are talking about our seniors, all the seniors have got different needs based on their situation and what phase of life they are in. So giving them the option to make choices is basically we are empowering our seniors. And we can only do that when we provide them the information, the knowledge they need to make those choices. So through this bill, basically, what will happen is that all long-term care facilities in Alberta will be required to provide information about services and costs to all Albertans. This will allow Albertans to make decisions about long-term care that are suitable for them. And this will be basically a helpful tool for the seniors and their families to identify what kind of lifestyle they can have once they select a long-term care facility or the care that they are seeking. How is it going to make a difference in their lives? Long-term care is something that most of us are going to need in our lifetimes. And for example, my parents are aging as well, Mr. Speaker, and I currently think about how their future is going to look like, how their needs are going to change over time. So even today, I'm concerned that what would be the great option for them. So being a family member, it is very important for me that they have a comfortable life, and for me to gather that information in terms of what is available to them, I won't be able to figure out what would be the right decisions to make down the road, or how that planning process could be started in the first place if I do not have enough information for them, or if the seniors themselves are looking for options. They are confused or perplexed most of the time because they don't know where to go, how to access information, and what's available to them. So the programs that Seniors and Housing offers, for example, Alberta Seniors Benefit Program, Special Needs Assistance, Property Tax Deferral, Seniors Home Adaptation and Repair Program, and Seniors Housing really make a difference in the lives of all Albertans. Because we either have seniors in our families now or will be seniors ourselves someday. And having that information in one place in an organized manner, making sure that there is a standard in all the institutions that are providing services to seniors, gives certainty to our seniors that they will have good quality of life. They would be provided whatever they are being promised in the first place. If this bill is passed, Mr. Speaker, the Long-Term Care Transparency Act will create a publicly accessible online registry to provide Albertans with information about auxiliary hospitals and nursing homes in the province. This would include type of operator, facility capacity, services provided, additional charges if applicable, and results of any inspections or investigations conducted the Nursing Homes Act or the Hospitals Act. The member from Red Deer North has consulted with Albertan families, long-term care residents, and stakeholder groups who are widely supportive of the proposed changes. So this way, it's basically because there have been many incidents, Mr. Speaker, after engaging with seniors. I hear quite often that when they sign up for a long-term care facility or for a certain service, they have a certain picture in their mind. But once they are experiencing it themselves, it's different from what they thought. And this adds more pressure and more stress into their lives. And it does not really help with their transition or their well-being overall. So basically, they feel the lack of empowerment. And again, I refer back to what I was talking about in the beginning, that we want to ensure that our senior citizens feel empowered. And that empowerment comes through the options that are given to them and letting them have the ability to make choice. And they can make those choices once they have the information available to them, once they have that knowledge. So therefore, Mr. Speaker, I would highly encourage all the members in this House to vote in the favor of this bill so that we can empower our citizens, senior citizens, and their families to ensure that they have access to quality services and they can make the choices that will fit their individual needs. Thank you very much.
Honourable members, the member from Edmonton Decor.